Hello, everyone. Melissa Fago, Creative Memories Advisor from Suffolk, Virginia. And I have a fantastic sneak peek for you today. We talked about this I don't even know, December? No, that was something else. It might even been before that. So we got a little sneak peek on this product last year at some point. And here we are, finally got through production and we are gonna roll with it. And I cannot wait to see what is to come. So let me share my screen and show you. I learned something new the other day, but all right, we're just gonna do this. I learned that maybe if I do the right thing, if I go back and forth, it might not. What's it called? Make me share and all that, all the light. So I want us to be on this screen here. So let's see if it's did it right, because I don't feel like it is. All right, just gonna go back my way. My computer's really slow when I'm trying to do this, so we're not gonna play with that. We're gonna go right to it. All right, so this is our new launch preview for today. I even had it ready. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. Let's see. All right, launch preview. Wanted you to see launch preview. And so here we are. I want to share this video. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to come back to the video to talk about it. And I'm going to speed it up just a tad. I won't go to 2 times because that is like, but you'll get the idea. And then I'll have the link in there so that if you want to go back and watch the video in real time, stop it, pause it, whatever. But it is our die cut and embossing machine, and there is a starter set bundle. And so it is going to include the machine, the 12.5 and 6.5 inch plates, the essentials for building it. Plus you're going to get bonus decal stickers to decorate your machine. So how cute is that? And the machine is only available in the starter bundle, and compact plates come labeled so you know which one is the top plate, the I was reading this place and peel tape thing. So they're labeled so you know which one's the top plate, the cutting plate, that kind of thing. And they're transparent so you can see through them. And you're going to be able to use all of this with all of the dies that come out with our machine. Here is the decorative set bundle. And so this has 12-inch borders with the lattice wave and the star trail, if you can see that partially right there. And you've got ABC letters as well as titles and phrases that you're going to be able to use. Oh, and 2 embossing folders. So that's the decorative set bundle. And then this is a tool that you're not going to not want to have. See how they're using it to remove the things from the dies, your paper, punch out the little letters. It is definitely going to be the gotta have it tool for the die cutting machine. It's called the die cutting tool. What do you think about that? And we did come out with an organizer case, slim, since everything's got organizer case. And this one looks like it's got a zipper lid. This is all I've seen of it. And I wonder if this link will work since we haven't seen this one. The other one is our pod case large that we have had for a little while. Ooh, look at that. I like that I can click on that and see. So it, not sure the dimensions, what it matches, but maybe, the medium pod insert, but don't quote me on that. We're going to have to guess, but this one does have a zippered lid. It's showing you other things that can fit in here as well. So it's very nice. And it is showing some dividers in it, which could be those same large dividers. So that'll be interesting. Now let's see where it's going to go back to. Hey, I love it. And then you have the large pod case as well, which that has a Velcro lid. And if you see, our dies are going to come on magnets so that you can then put them back on magnets. So that's going to be really, really nice. And here is the die cutting and embossing things that are coming out in that system. So this embossing folder is going to punch emboss that design on your paper. And this is going to emboss the hexagon dash. So this is dotted burst and hexagon dash. And then these are your dies. They're going to cut out lattice waves or the star trail or titles and icons. So very cool. Plus our ABCs. We've got our first font set. This is the block serif. I'm excited about that. We're always saying we don't have enough of E's or S's, or now you won't matter. You can just punch out what you want. These are one of my favorites, the reverse grip tweezers, and I love those. And then some of us got these machines a while back and have been using them and might want a new cutting or embossing plate. And so they are selling those separate if you happen to need to replace them. And I don't feel like there's definitely a need to replace them. It just might be a want a lot of times from what people have told me that have had these in the past. So that's all of what's coming out Monday. I'm so excited. And so I am going to play this lovely video for you. Let's see, it's not going to give me. So we're going to hit play. See if it's going to.
Hi everyone, we are here to bring you something special. Today we are getting into die cutting. I'm Annalisa Smola. I'm the creative content manager here at Creative Memories Home Office, and I'm here with
Ashley Hope, the director of product development.
Ashley is going to tell us all the things we need to know about how all of our die cutting product has come to life, how to use it, and I am so excited as a scrapbooker to have access to all of these amazing designs and patterns, and we're excited to show you what you can do with them.
And what's even better is that this is just the beginning, honestly, Annalisa. We have so much more to come, so stay tuned and we're going to walk through each of the different pieces of this collection.
So we have so much stuff here. We have die cuts, and then we have these folders as well. So these are embossing, and we have all of our dies. Now, can you talk to us about the difference?
Yeah, so there is a very major difference between the two. When you think of die cuts, they can be either borders or they can be small icons and alphas. But what it is using plates to sandwich together a die, put through a machine with pressure to then cut out different shapes or different pieces. Shown right here. Exactly. Now embossing, on the other hand, is using a folder that you saw right here, putting paper within there, and then sandwiched between the plates through the machine with pressure to apply a pattern texture on top of the paper.
So that's like what we have here, this nice texture.
Exactly. So the first part of the die cutting and embossing system is the foundation, which is the die cutting machine.
And let's show off this really fun part.
We are adding a few little decals because each die cut machine seems to have their own name. When you're using the machine, you will be able to see that we added suction cups on the bottom, and this is going to help secure it to your tabletop when you are running plates through the machine.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
No, in addition to that, what you'll do is you will open the machine and the platforms. The platforms have just enough of a little leg here to have a very flat, smooth surface to run the plates through the machine. The next part of the die cut and embossing system that's the most important is the plates. So we have the 12-inch version of the plates, but we also have a 6-inch version of the plates. Note that the 6-inch version of the plates also has the same cadence of that base cutting plate, the base embossing plate, and then that universal top plate. Okay. The small ones are often used for alphas or our titles and icons, where the long ones, the 12-inch, are used for our borders as well as our embossing folders.
Cool.
The third part of the die cut and embossing system are the dies and the embossing folders. The dies come in 12-inch border dies, as well as titles and icons and alphas. When getting the titles and icons and alphas, you will see that they're connected, and they have little connected parts. You will need to pop them out when using them.
Is that easy to do?
Oh, it's so easy to do.
Let me try it.
And this is pretty standard too when you see industry competition too of needing to pop up the dies.
I've seen where people need even wire cutters, and this you do not. Yeah. This is very easy.
The product team has done a really good job of making sure that it's the easiest thing for the user to get them off.
Amazing.
Now pivoting to the embossing folders, this is where you're going to get all your texture with the paper. And so these folders open up, and you'll see that one side is raised and one is not, and we'll talk through that a little bit later. But you will just use these then to put your paper within it and send it through the machine.
And that creates these. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Well, I'm so excited, and I want to try making something. Can you help me?
Yes, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is create the sandwich with the plates and the border die.
Okay, so I'm going to use this lattice border die, and then I think we have the cutting base plate.
Exactly, and we'll need that universal top plate.
Perfect.
The embossing plate is obviously for the embossing. What you're going to do is create your sandwich, starting with that base cutting plate, adding the paper just like you did there, and then the die itself. Make sure when you're adding the die that the raised edges are face down into the cutting plate.
Okay, so these edges go face down into the cutting plate to cut the paper.
Exactly. If you do not place them face down, it will not cut appropriately and will actually end up cutting the top plate. Another suggestion that we have is using peel and place tape to secure the die to the paper when it runs through the machine. It will help make sure that nothing shifts while it's going through, as well as just maintaining the integrity of the product.
So we sandwich it and put our top plate, and then it goes through?
Yep, so get it started in there. You kind of wedge it in there a little bit, get it started a little bit, and then place your hand on top just like you're doing, and send it and roll it on through. You may hear a little clicking sound. That's just a machine doing its job and using pressure to cut that paper with the die.
Okay, let's see what it looks like.
Lots of pieces.
Yes, so many pieces. And how do I use this to help get the pieces out?
Yes. So this is our die cutting tool, and this is going to be an integral part of your system. It will help you get out the different pieces, and you can even use it in the small little holes.
Oh, that helps a lot.
The die, the paper from the die. Look at that.
And here we have it.
Gorgeous.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah. The fun thing about the dies are not only do you have your border, but you also have all these other pieces that you can get creative with.
Could build little fish like in this.
Love it.
Or we also have some flowers.
Cute.
Oh,
so many
wow,
different ideas.
that's cool.
So this little tool seems like it will come in handy for these smaller things with our title and icons and our alphas.
Exactly. So although it is helpful with the borders, the titles and icons and alphas, it becomes almost essential. Let's try some of the alphas and the titles and icon dies. Just like we created the sandwich for the border dies, we're going to do the same with the 6-inch plates and use it with our titles and icons and or our alphas.
Okay.
So to create that sandwich, I'll start with that base cutting plate, layer it with the paper, put your titles and icons down, face down, with that raised edge face down. One suggestion I have is to put them the long way when you can. Sometimes they will cut better when they go through the machine the long way versus being horizontal. Use your peel and place tape to secure your dies in place, and then sandwich with that top, that universal top plate. You'll wedge it into the machine, get it started, grab the top, and send on through.
Okay.
See what you got.
This is going to be so cool.
I highly recommend the universal pokey tool, is what I call it. It will help you get out the small pieces of the die and also get the paper out of the die as well too, especially when they're really small.
Yes, this helps so much. So I
Cute.
got this one, and yeah, we'll definitely need the die cutting tool for these tiny little pieces.
Look at how tiny they are.
So I'm just poking out the little letters here while it's still in.
It's cute. It creates like a letter confetti.
Yeah, you could reuse the letters even to write something in that way. Okay. Oh, I almost got all of them out. There we go.
It's easy to forget them sometimes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that looks really
Cute.
cool.
That turned out really good. Did you want to try an alpha?
Let's do it. I'm gonna pick A for Annalisa.
See how easy it is to pop them out?
Yeah.
If anything, you can always just use your tabletop to take off the little extra pieces. Raised edges down, get that
Okay.
place tape, and finish
And
that sandwich.
I have it kind of vertical, so let's see what it does.
If you can't do it vertical, it doesn't mean it won't work. It's just sometimes it'll help it get through the machine even better.
Well, that worked great. I love it.
A for Annalisa and A for Ashley.
Yes, A for Annalisa, A for Ashley. And you can just cut out a bunch of these all at once and you'll have never-ending alphabet embellishments.
Exactly. And that's one of the best things about die cuts is you can reuse them and create as many pieces as you might need. So yes, we hear a lot about, I need more vowels. Well, this is a perfect product for you because you will be able to get as many vowels or A's as you need.
Amazing.
Now let's try run the embossing folders through the machine.
Okay.
We will start with this time with the embossing base plate.
And it's so nice that these come labeled. It says C for cutting, E for embossing, and T for top.
Exactly. They thought of everything to make it easy for you.
So we start with our embossing plate, and then I have my folder open here.
Fold open your folder and put the paper sandwiched within the folder. And then you're just going to put the top plate, close that folder and put the top plate right on top. Similar to before, create that sandwich. You're going to kind of get it wedged in there a little bit. Be able to grab the top of the machine and then send it through. So you'll notice when you're running this embossing folder that has quite a bit more texture than the other one will run through, it might need just a little bit more pressure. Look at that.
It looks so pretty. I just love the texture.
It's fun to see too how they have a raised edge and then also a debossed edge. So you really can create two different looks depending on what you're looking to achieve. Let's run the other die through so you can see the difference with one that does not have quite as much texture as the other. So again, you have your base emboss plate.
And do you have some cardstock for me? Perfect.
Sandwich the cardstock in there. This one is a sunburst or a starburst kind of pattern.
Yeah, I think this
And
one's
then
going to be neat.
lastly, that universal top plate.
We've also learned that you can put ink on your embossing folder.
You'll notice that we did include an embossing base plate for the 6-inch. As of right now, we do not have any embossing folders of the 6-inch nature, but we will down the road. Did you notice the difference in the amount of tension when you were running it through the machine?
I did. I felt like it was easier to get this through than it was to get this. So that makes sense. There's a lot of flat space on this one.
A lot more blank space, where this one has the texture throughout the whole entire paper. So, Annalisa, the die-cutting embossing system that you saw today, from the plates to the folders to the dies to the machine itself, this is just a foundation and the beginning of much more to come in the very near future to build out your entire system.
And from there, you can select the dies and embossing folders that inspire you and continue to build out your collection with every new release.
Love it.
So, and they said very near future. So I am hopeful that that means, because we have like a nice fall line coming and a nice Christmas line coming, I'm sure, because it's that time of year, that we're going to have some fun dies to go along with those too. So thank you so much for watching today. This is a fabulous product that's coming out Monday. If you do not have an advisor, I would love for you to order from me, creativememories.com/user/Melissa Fago. And also, as always, I think it is a great time to join as an advisor. You can get your, you pay $49, you get your $50 product credit to use towards your new embossing and die cut machine, or any other products that you would like. Plus, you get to pick a free gift, and now you get to pick from one of 4 wonderful gifts. I did want to look at, let's see, because it let me link to those other, I did want to show you this. I'm going to share my screen one more time, because with it letting me link to that one product, let's look at what the price is. So let's view product details. So the starter set bundle for the die cut and embossing machine is $129, but until August 24th, I believe. So I think that's only 1 week. Let's look at the calendar. It's going to be $109.50. Maybe it's the 21st, because it's usually Friday to Friday or Monday to Friday. So it's, excuse me, it's 15% off. I can go back and look at that screen. There's 2 different amounts, but so this is the starter bundle, and it's going to be $109.50. And then the decorative set bundle is, I love that they have this for us. This is so amazing. So it's the 2 embossing plates, the 2 12-inch dies, the alphabets, and the titles and icons. And that is going to be $133, but it's $99.75. And I think that one said maybe like 25% off. So that is great. And then we looked at, let's see how much this tool is so that we know. It's $4. That's a great deal for that little tool. It's going to be very helpful. And then we looked at those, and then this is what we just looked at. So you can buy these separately if you don't want to buy them all together. So let's look at what they are separately. So these won't be discounted because only the bundles are discounted. So one embosser is going to be $19. And then one die, 12-inch die, is, I love waiting for my computer, is $19. Okay, perfect. I like that they're the same. Makes life easier for me. And then the titles and icons are, oh, I love it. They're all $19. Okay, so all of the individual pieces are $19. And then, and so I'm gonna look, but I'm gonna assume this is gonna be 19, although it has a lot. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Good thing I did. And the tweezers are $9. I know that. And then see, this isn't clicked yet. So so that gives you an idea. You can, if you want me to order and you want to pick up your order from me, then you can send me your order and I will have it for you at our next event. My next event is my Super Summer Sale on August 22nd, and that's at a different location, First Friend Church in Portsmouth, Virginia. And let's see, yeah, everything's great. What a great time. And we're getting into the fall selling season. So this is just the beginning. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend and enjoy whatever, every little bit of summer that you can.